Supporters are awaiting his arrival. First Kiss News' Stephen Dial joins us now live from the rally with more. Stephen.
Good evening, Keitha. Next Tuesday is make or break for the Rubio campaign, but today is important as well. 4 states are up for grabs, and Marco Rubio really needs some type of momentum to lead into next week when his home state goes to the polls. Now, more than 1 million people have already early voted in the state of Florida, and Marco Rubio hoping a lot of those people cast their vote early for him. Like you mentioned, he is trailing Donald Trump by 8% in the latest poll. Marco Rubio trying to energize Florida voters, crisscrossing the state today and ending here in Nocatee. We caught up with some voters and talked to them about what they think of his chances being behind in his home state.
I think he has a sort of enthusiasm that a lot of the base is lacking, and he can kind of connect with the moderates and the strong conservatives, and he has values that kind of relate to the whole party.
He has my vote because he looks like the best family man, and I think that's what America needs.
And again, people, as you can see behind me, are filling in here in Nocatee. Again, Keitha, this day is important. 4 states up for grabs, with Marco Rubio really hoping to win his home state of Florida. That's 99 delegates.
Stephen, we've been looking ahead a lot to the Florida primary next week, but let's talk about tonight. Things are not looking too good for Rubio. Does the senator believe that he actually has a good shot at winning any of the states up for grabs tonight?
Well, if you hear anyone from the Rubio campaign, every time they talk, whether it's on national media or local media, they're looking forward to Florida. But like you mentioned, tonight there are 4 states up for grabs, and I think the Rubio campaign is just hoping to not get 4th. That could be very bad, even if trying to bank on winning Florida. They don't want 4th place, but they're hoping to be a competitive 2nd place or maybe even 3rd place in a lot of these states, Keitha.
All right, thanks for that, Stephen. We appreciate it.
Good evening, Heather. Marco Minham doesn't seem like something that will be happening tonight. There are still 2 states whose polls will be closing, Hawaii and Idaho, but Marco Rubio really having a poor showing in Mississippi and Michigan. Tonight, he energized a crowd here in Nocatee, laying his vision for America, also saying that he's not denying being an underdog, and says that he was an underdog when he ran for the U.S. Senate in Florida. Now, all eyes will now turn to his home state of Florida, where he trails by 8% against Donald Trump. We spoke with Rubio supporters and asked them, do they really think he still has a shot at winning the White House?
I know how he came from behind before to beat Charlie Crist, and I know we can do it again.
Everything he had to say was right on point for my values, and I believe there is a path for him still. Otherwise he wouldn't be out here, and there are many things that can happen. There's broker conventions and different things, and if he wins Florida, it could change the game. So I'm hanging out waiting for that.
Rubio still has 8% to gain, to go ground to cover, being down by Donald Trump. One important statement he said tonight, guys, he said that he believes the winner of the Florida primary will be the Republican nominee. So that's a big statement, and he hopes to back it up. Early voting has already started here in the state of Florida. More than 1.2 million people already cast their ballots. Rubio hoping those ballots were for him. Guys.
Stephen Dial in Nocatee. Thanks, Stephen.